Good day to all. My name is Jim Batchelor-Smith, and I am your senior warden.
And I'm Faith Wethington, your junior warden.
Thanks for joining us this morning. We wanted to take a few minutes to assure you that your vestry is working hard and give you a couple updates. First, while Faith and I are absolutely working close together, we want to assure you that, in fact, we are at least 6 feet apart from each other at all times.
Your vestry is continuing to meet via teleconference, which our guru of electronics, Jim, is able to put together for us. Your vestry includes Carl Alexander, Jeanette Shackelford, Matt Aldrich, Daryl Meyer, Sue Luss, and Ambrose Mills. And did I pass that test? I am going to read a portion of the next part of what I'm going to say to you, because every time we meet as a vestry, we open with a reflection and a prayer, and it is based upon the readings for that particular day. And I thought those that we had for our last vestry meeting were important, and I wanted to share those with you. And of course, Father Robert leads us in those. Our reading for this past vestry meeting was from 1 Peter 5:4-11, and it's really worth looking up, but I'm going to paraphrase it for you. And it says, "All of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility, casting all your care upon God, for he careth for you. Be sober, be vigilant, for the devil walketh about as a roaring lion, seeking whom he may devour. But the God of all grace, after that ye have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you." And Father Robert told us that the roaring lion, the devil, in our present situation is our fears. And even though we need to maintain social distancing, we can't let our fear overcome us. Carl Alexander and others shared, and Carl mentions particularly that he finds great comfort in the 91st Psalm, which contains the assurance, "Because thou hast made the Lord thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways." And others shared their thoughts, and we joined in prayer. And I just want you to know that that's the vestry's wish for you, that we all may be comforted by God in this time.
Thank you, Faith. So our meeting, after we listen and discuss Father Robert's message, we then move on generally to the Treasury Report. So our Treasurer, Peter Franklin, and the Finance Committee are doing a fantastic job. And given the current state of all financial things, we're actually in fairly good shape given their foresight and management of our funds. The one area that is certainly suffering by us not being together are the pledges that are given during the offertory. Those things, obviously, because of obvious reasons, we're not together and we can't collect those things. So as you're sending in your pledges, please think about that, and hopefully maybe you can add just a little more to the pledge that you're sending in to help us cover the losses that we have there. As a reminder, the church does remain closed, and we ask that you not visit the church during this time unless you're on a scheduled work team. For your safety, the church staff, and the contractors that we still have coming into our building, it's best that only those scheduled to be here are here. If you want to talk with someone at the church, you're welcome to try the phone numbers. Based on that work schedule, our staff may or may not actually be here. So if you're able, I recommend that you use email as often as possible. And even if you want to talk to someone at the church, use the email first, maybe to set up the time to have that conversation. Also, I want to send a huge thank you out to Rosemary and all those assisting with InReach. Keeping us all connected and showing us that we are one big family and that we care about each other. I also want to send a special thank you to all of those that were involved in creating the masks. I know every time I put my mask on, I remember that someone who loves and cares about my safety put that together for us. Thank you so much for doing that.
And I'd like to also say a big thank you to Paul Zimmerman for all the work he's done and for keeping us updated through his property update emails to us. Everyone who has worked both inside and outside the church during this time has done a fantastic job, and our hats are off to them, so thank you. But our masks are on.
But our masks are on. Thank you. I did want to tell you that one of the largest conversations, and actually the last conversation we had as part of our Vestry meeting, was regarding what new normal is going to look like. While there's plenty of speculation out there, when we should return, how many should return, but it will be probably quite a while before we return to what we all consider normal. So we are starting to plan and determine what our new normal looks like. There are discussions and guidance from our bishop, the diocesan, and of course the state of North Carolina, and plenty more. We are considering all of our options to determine what will work best for us while making sure that we are staying in compliance and follow all mandates. We will keep you informed as this plan is ever evolving, and I would expect that it will continue to evolve even when we think we understand what it is we're going to do.
Yeah, I would just add that some of you have come up with creative ways to get together and to support one another, and I hope that regardless of what that new normal looks like, we can continue to call on the best things that we've developed. I would also ask that you continue daily to pray for one another and to pray for our church as we go through the difficult times.
Thank you, Faith. And thank you all, and please stay safe out there.